Hey guys, welcome to another video. Hopefully everyone's doing well. I'm Carlos. This is Discover Pico Island with Carlos and Laura. And today's actually my birthday. I turned 62 today. And first I wanted to just, why I'm mentioning that is just to thank everyone that's left really nice wishes on my Facebook. I would appreciate that. I have a lot of family and friends in North America, especially Canada, here in Portugal, and Pico. So anyways, thank you so much for, wishing me a happy birthday. So anyways, let's get on with the video. Is our dream completely over? The answer is no. The dream is still alive, I guess, but in a smaller way. Okay, like I mentioned. So, because, dreams are important and we just got to eat away at them to as long as we're fulfilled. Dreams change, ideas change. I know a lot of people that think along the same lines as we do, and for you, I can always give you encouragement to follow them, but pay attention. I think it's all about the planning. But what are we going to do with the land? So the land, we are going to sell it. So we thought of doing it a couple different ways, maybe sever it. It's a huge piece of property, divide it, 6,800 square meters. The property itself, very private, right on the coast, Pico Mountain behind, the Pico Volcano vineyards around, the ocean in front of us, so peaceful. So we thought of different ways, even to sever, even build and sell separate ones. Sever, just sell two lots. But we're leaning towards just selling the whole land, the full property, the way it is. It's all deeded, it's all in place, and it's something we are just finalizing those details. But oh boy, I gotta put my sunglasses back on here. Very sunny, blue as you can see, and so anyways, we're probably gonna list it soon. I just wanted to do this video to put it out there. I had been trying to do an update already, maybe a week or two ago. It's appropriate now. And I think since we have a more clear of what's going to happen down there, I thought I'd put the vibe out, put the word out that if anyone is considering or has ever been looking, someone, send me an email, and then I can put them on the list. And before, then I can send you the link when it's listed. Or if you have any questions, feel free. I'm here. I answer emails very quickly. And but for now, it's really about kind of being raw here, being personal. Of just letting you know what's been going on. I know some of you follow us and you kind of maybe be wondering. I know some people have asked me questions outside of YouTube, just wondering, and they want the best for us, and I think that's amazing. We thank you for that, for always supporting us, and it doesn't happen. People sometimes don't support us for different reasons. It could even be someone that just is worried for you, the risk, they were like my mother, for example. She worries, she's always afraid, that kind of thing, and I love her for it. But you might have, at the end of the day, you always carry forward, and that's what we've always done, and we'll continue to do that. And I think this is just a turning point. Almost, we're going to take note this road instead of that one. We had this project into the government, I think it was 2019. It was pre-COVID, and obviously here things take longer, but we got this the project done, the right way, properly, with an architect. Great idea, great concept of having a glamping project, about 8 to 10 units. It was actually almost approved. I think they approved about 80% of it. Anyways, we then fast forward a little bit, COVID comes, and all hell's breaking loose all over the world. We were like, wow, what's going on? Everyone in tourism would be thinking the same thing as well. And we happened to be here. We were actually here for the whole year. We're locked in here after we got to Pico during the rest of COVID, and we decided to kind of reassess everything, and we pulled the project because a lot of unknowns. We started to learn as well through our just friends and that were doing some construction, renovating, how long things take. We then had the same experience ourselves a bit later, but at that point we just wanted to reassess everything, and that's it. We never resubmitted it. carrying forward, we actually found a place that we really loved. We bought it, renovated. Now it's a rental property, and we learned a lot about what people were telling us about labor, about just things like that. Now things have improved. We've also learned there's good and bad. It's not all bad, because the key is to find the good quality workers, which there are, and there's more of them now. And I feel comfortable. If I was to buy another property to do the exact same thing, I would do it in like that. So the reason why we had to now reevaluate everything is also, and the reason why I did it on my birthday is, I'm 62. We started this in 2019, 2020, 6 years ago, where we kind of, a lot of times we just put it aside, came back to it, revisited it, and 6 years later, I'm like, you know what? It's still going to take a bit of time, maybe not as long. The stuff we've learned would be quicker now that we know some ways to do it, I guess, some avenues that would be properly taken. So, it's a hard decision not to resubmit or actually do the project on this property. That's the bittersweet part of it. Just because time, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, it might cost more money. I mean, it's a bigger project. Even if we cut it down to phases like we wanted to do, we could have still done it. It would have just been slower, probably lower risk, but at the end of the day, it was going to take time. Some of the time that just because we wanted to take our time, and then the other ones for the unknowns, that sometimes you have to wait for things, permits, because if you want to do everything by the book, which is what we always decide to do, and what you should do, or anyone that's thinking about this thing, you should do it by the book. You accept the time, and at the end of the day, whatever's going to happen happens for a reason. So, and that's it. All right, so what have we decided to do? We actually put a lot of thought, constant. I guess the final decision came, I think, today, where we decided, okay, let's go for let's call it the new project. Now, the new project, and that was because it was my birthday, and I said, the time has to win here. Okay, we want to work to live, not live to work. That saying. I'm sure some of you understand that, where we want to balance. And I think the size of what we were thinking eventually, bigger bird, okay, maybe if I was in my 40s, when you started revisiting, I think we would have continued with that. But now we've kind of switched to something smaller, more manageable, still in tourism, still pretty much similar to what we're doing, what we love, I guess, I've been in tourism for a long time, so I have my strengths in it, in certain areas, and I enjoy it. I really do, and so does Laura. But more on that to come. But it would still be in tourism, but smaller. And like I mentioned before, the bittersweet is the property. What do we do with the land? This property means a lot to me, and Laura. We've had it for 14 years, so we have that attachment, and I think that's why it took longer for us to arrive at this. More me than her. I think when you start realizing and just, going forward, visualizing down the road how things would play out, never mind building it and taking care of it, yeah. So the key was just really, visualizing not only we're getting older, time, and how it would play out long term, because we need to do tourism we always do tourism with care. This is how we do it here with this one unit, this property, and this is how we would be doing if it was 10 units, and we want to continue with that. So basically, it's a switch in the project to we'll do something here. We have more land here close to the house, so it's probably just will involve that. We're looking more into it, doing some brainstorming, maybe getting someone else involved with us that knows a little bit more construction, that knows a little bit more about construction, that maybe wants to come on board with us. That's really what we're considering. I'm sure some of you that know me are probably thinking, oh God, he's probably disappointed, sad, or anything that he can't, and it didn't, he couldn't build down there. It didn't come to. Yes, I am a little bit. That's why I said it was bittersweet. But I'm also happy that we have a new opportunity. I knew that if we continued on that, trying to push it, most likely wouldn't turn out well, or it would be too stressful, and you don't want that. So yes, we're a little sad about it. I've always said I'm very attached to the land itself. Laura as well. But yeah, I do remember finding the land for the first time. I didn't even know Laura, and then talking to her about it. We have a history, you know, and every time we just went down there to kind of hike through it, and just being in the land, walking around, looking over to the vineyards, looking down to the ocean, looking back, and Pico's uncovered. It's a good feeling. We got this, so it is. Yeah, that part will be sad about it, and we're somewhat a little disappointed that we couldn't it, but we're really excited that we can do something else that's going to suit us now, 6 years later. Right, that's the key. What's going to suit us the best now, looking forward, and I think it's going to be the project that we're now developing. It's literally a continuation of another project we have started here, which is this house, this Villa Vailava, and I'll leave it at that. So any one of you that have any questions about the island, about Villa Vailava, our rental, if you want to talk to us about maybe you're thinking of already buying something on Pico. Is it better to buy something to renovate, older, newer, built from scratch, a new build, like buy land and build? Tourism, you want to talk tourism, feel free. I think it's good if you talk to different people like I do. I have some people on the island I talk to. Some of them are a bit mentors. They've done it. They've led the way. They're unique, and I think it's important. So if there's anything I can do, feel free to reach out. Yeah, send me an email. That's the best way. Okay, just if you want to go into the site, we do have links on the site about the project. We've always kept it there, our dream project. So if you want to see what's a little bit what we were thinking of doing, check it out. I mean, originally we were doing it with tents, but the latter would have been cabins with tents. So just that's the only thing you won't see, the cabins on it. Anyways, guys, thanks for listening to this personal video, more personal, that I wanted to share with you guys. And feel free to send me an email and like, subscribe, and comment. Okay, guys? See you on the next video. I think Laura's lost. Here, come on, follow my voice. Let's see, we're all waiting for you. We're all waiting for you. Okay, there you are.
I'm picturing a house in there.
Yeah.
In the woods.
It's fresh in there, eh? Because it's hot.
How all the trees grow in the middle.
Yeah.
And there's hardly any trees out here.
There's, but I kept cutting here, don't forget, in some of them.
Oh.
Yeah. But it's fresh in there in the canopy. It's like a canopy.
Yeah, it's beautiful in there.
Yeah.